Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Gaudet Field here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks get set to take on the Wildcats of Bay Path University in a non-conference women's lacrosse matchup. Hello again, I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call here this afternoon. A wonderful afternoon we have here in Middletown. The Seahawks, they have waited anxiously to get their season started. They had to wait an extra week due to some inclement weather in the past couple of days, but at long last, they can start their season in a wonderful day here today. Clear skies. It's warmer than it has been. Still pretty cool out there, but both of these teams ready to go. And it's the season opener for both squads. Bay Path as well, starting their season here today on the road. They will be quite short-handed. They have only 11 players able to suit up today for their squad, and they will be without their NECC Goalkeeper of the Year, Christina Tran. She did not make the journey down here to Middletown, so Caitlin Esposito is donning the goalie equipment, and she will get the start between the pipes for the Wildcats, the junior from East Haven, Connecticut, and she will be opposed by sophomore netminder Christina Myers, 5'10", from Rivers Edge, New Jersey. Seahawks, last time they were on this field, they were defeating Gordon College 22-9 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference quarterfinals. They lost the following week to Endicott and then have been chomping at the bit ever since to get back out on the field, and that starts now. And we have a whistle off the draw. I think they're going to call a violation here, so the faceoff will belong to Salve Regina. And that's Nicole Smith, sister of senior Lindsay Smith. And Nicole finds her sister, and Lindsay Smith now will sprint into the offensive end. Smith right in front with a shot and a save made by Esposito. From point-blank range, way out on the wing on the far side, Sliz collects the ground ball. Sliz racing in with a shot, and she scores! Right off the bat, Olivia Sliz gets things started for Salve Regina. Just 24 seconds into the game. Sliz scored 21 times last season. The Seahawks returned many of their top scorers. They lost Katie Klein, senior, graduated last year. They returned 7 of their top 8 scores from last season. And Sliz puts the Seahawks on top early. And now Smith will be in at midfield on the draw once again. Popped in the air, and Smith grabs it herself. Smith flicks it quickly forward in the offensive end, loose on the ground. Kylie Anderson trying to scoop it. Ball still loose on the ground. A foul here going against Bay Path. Seahawks will retain the ball. Lindsay Smith out high, quickly in front, turning and shooting and scoring. That is Katie Doherty. And the official asking for something to be changed with the game clock. Not quite sure why. Scores. So the Seahawks very quickly, 52 seconds into the game, are up 2-0. And Smith will draw once again. This time flicks it over her shoulder, but Sliz picks it out of the air, and then she gets fouled.
Scored by number 17, Katie Doherty. Assisted by number 27, Lindsay Smith.
Anderson out wide, flicks it into the middle. Doherty actually make this. Lindsey Smith moves it behind the net. Maddie Villarreal trying to fight in front, and that's Doherty again, and she scores. 3 quick goals for the Seahawks. Can't start much better than this. That's a tough spot for Caitlin Esposito. She made that first save off Lindsey Smith's shot from right in front. A tough ask for a field player to step in and man the pipes. See if the Wildcats can get the ball here and kind of take the pressure off of her. They've yet to possess the ball. Smith again on the draw, reaching for and picking it out of the air. And she finds Sliz. So the Seahawks playing keep away here. Here comes Kylie Anderson darting down the middle of the shot. That's blocked. Ground ball collected and held on the far side. And then another shot and they score. Megan Ryder grabbed the loose ball in front. And then that's Maddie Villarreal who finds the back of the net. And it's 4-0 Seahawks. 1 minute and 36 seconds in. Now, the Seahawks right now look like a team that has been fired up to start their season. Now Lindsey Smith will come in to take the draw. Ball loose on the ground, and Sliz grabs it. Possession once again for Salve. They have not even allowed the Wildcats to get the ball. Here comes Sliz all the way, and she scores. $5-0 Salve. Not even 2 minutes gone. I'll get you a look at the replay of that one. Ball was kind of poked around. Sliz grabbed it, and then she was just off to the races. All the way in on Esposito.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 1, Olivia Smith.
Draw control at midfield, and finally the Wildcats get possession. That's Megan McKenna who comes away with the ball. And they will set up shop in the offensive end. Ball bounced up near the perimeter, knocked away, loose on the ground, and scooped up on the far side by Maddie Tilton. Poked away from Jennifer Wilson up near the point. And the Seahawks look to clear, and they do. Working with a 5-0 lead, so a quick one-and-done trip for the Wildcats, and then Anderson's pass too high for Villarreal. Pass was deflected, so the Seahawks will keep it. Actually, let's say it was not deflected, so it's a turnover against the Seahawks. Kylie Anderson, the one who fed it too high. And now the Wildcats turn it over. Seahawks with possession behind the net. Looking to turn in front. Doherty, and she scores her third of the half. And not even 4 minutes gone. Well, with snow lining the field, it's an avalanche of goals for the Seahawks to start this one.
Regina goal scored by number 17, Katie Doherty.
26:58 to go in the first half. And so far the Wildcats have only had one possession. And they trail 6-0. Ball bouncing in the circle, loose on the ground. Foot race for it at midfield, and it's scooped up by Salve. That's Olivia Parizo, who ducks around Megan McKenna and now flips it into the corner. In front, Ryder turning, shooting, and she scores. Megan Ryder getting in on the scoring action. Her first of the day, her second of her career, scored only one goal last year in her freshman campaign. And so far it has been an easy go for Christina Myers, who's just sitting back and watching her midfield and attackmen go to work. Seahawks defense hasn't been tested only once. 7-0.
Scored by number 3, Megan Ryder.
Ball bouncing outside the circle, and Sliz has a chance at it. Loose at the 30, and finally scooped up by Lindsay Smith. Outlets Ryder. Ryder carries it wide. Moves it up top to Lindsay Smith. Smith watched by Kayla Mello. Pass in front, bouncing shot from Villarreal. That's saved by Esposito. Good job there from Esposito going down as Villarreal wanted to try and go low and go between the wickets. Esposito comes out to challenge, and the Seahawks score. That's Kylie Anderson, who came darting in from the left side in the corner. 4 minutes and 11 seconds gone in this one, and the Seahawks are close to making this a running clock.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 30, Kylie Anderson.
Parizo will take the draw here for Salve. Battling with McKenna, and Parizo grabs it. Snags it with one hand and now sprints into the attacking end. Parizo going all the way towards the goal. Esposito with a save. Ball loose in front and scooped up and collected by Maddie Villarreal. Villarreal circling out in front. Low shot saved by Esposito, and she covers it up. And now the Wildcats will look to clear. Bouncing ball out to the far side, and the Wildcats will turn it over. And Seahawks capitalize once again, quickly out in front. That's Lindsay Smith now, and it's 9-0. We'll try and catch you a look at the replay of that one.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 27.
It's an offensive explosion for the Seahawks here to start this one. All but one of their shots have been on goal. And 9 of them have found the back of the net. Here to start this one. And Nicole Smith comes away with the draw. Sliz dropped it for a moment, then gets it back. Sliz into the attacking end. Looking to get around Jennifer Wilson. Flicks it near side to Ryder. Doherty, right side wide. Flicks it in front. Smith gathers, shoots, and she scores! Nicole Smith won the draw and then finds herself open in front for the first goal of her Seahawks career. Won't be the last. And the clock is running. 10-0 Salve. 24-18 to go. And Bay Path will call for time. We'll take it as well. Not even 6 minutes gone in this one, and the Seahawks lead 10-0. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Salve Regina leading Bay Path 10-0. Hat trick already for Katie Doherty. 2 goals for Olivia Sliz, and then Nicole Smith, Megan Ryder, Maddie Villarreal, Lindsay Smith, and Kylie Anderson, the other goal scorers. 7 different players scoring for Salve. They win the draw here out of the timeout and will carry up the field. Kylie Anderson flicks it into Katie Doherty. Snaps it in front. Smith with a shot, and it's turned aside by Esposito. Villarreal rolling to the crease. She scores. $11-0.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 6, Maddie Villarreal.
Two goals now for Villarreal on 2 shots. Seahawks right now, the way they're controlling this game, aside from scoring the goals, is with the draw. They're now 11 for 12 at midfield. Anderson crosses over, flicks it high over Esposito's shoulder, and we have a foul back just inside the arc, so the shot won't count. Anderson now will get free position. First free position attempt of the day.
Reset the shot.
Officials ask for the shot clock to be reset to 76 seconds. And for Anderson on the free position attempt. Anderson sprinting in, shooting, and she scores. Clock rolling with the double-digit differential. All high fives for Bill Villarreal to his team. The subs coming off the field. And I'm sure he's happy. You can't start much better than this.
Scored by number 30.
Head coach Bill Villarreal. This is his 5th season at the helm of the Seahawks. They've made the postseason in 3 of his first 4 seasons. And went farther than they had in quite a while last year. They reached the semifinals for the first time since 2003. Bronson fighting her way in front with a shot off the pipe. That one got over Myers. The Seahawks get the clear. Sprinting it up the field is Kimberly Dunn. Hands off to Megan Ryder. Now Doherty flicks it in front for a shot, and they score. I think that's Celia Paul's kill. And it is. Celia Paulskill, 2-sport athlete. Plays hockey for the Salve Regina women's ice hockey team. And the freshman wanted to try her hand at lacrosse, and she gets her first career goal. With the clock running, 19:53 to go in this one in the first half. And it's 13-0 Salve.
And Celia Paulskill.
Smith wins the draw. And now they call a foul here against Salve. And so that'll be a turnover. Here comes Megan McKenna. See if the Wildcats can get something going. Lydia Clifford out high, flicks it towards Jennifer Wilson. Loose on the ground and scooped up by Victoria Johnson. Knocking it away and then grabbing the loose ball. Gabby Majensky now to midfield, gets it away to Kylie Anderson. Anderson with the left hand, sprinting down the middle. I think she's bumped and fouled once again on her way to the net. And so Anderson now will get free position. Anderson off the free position, sprints in, and she scores. Head coach Bill Villarreal calls for time. We'll take it as well. 18-17 to go in the first half. Seahawks on a roll. We'll step aside. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Out of the Seahawks timeout, they lead 14-0. They're in their season opener versus Bay Path. First ever meeting between these two teams. Seahawks have played some other teams from the NECC. They're 9-8 versus those opponents. 4-0 versus Elms, who actually won the NECC title last year. And then 5-8 versus New England College. They last played the Pilgrims March 2nd, 2016, and they'll play them again later this month here at Gaudet Field. Only common opponent for the Seahawks and the Wildcats this year. Seahawks in control, leading 14-0. Doherty finds Megan Ryder around to Lindsey Smith. Out high to Nicole Smith. Plays it a little too high for Maddie Tilton. Now a foot race for the ball, and Tilton will win the race and keep it alive for Salve. Now Lindsey Smith quickly in front and rolls towards the net. Knocked aside. Doherty scoops it up, and she scores. Esposito couldn't grab that bouncing ball in front. Doherty grabbed it, and it's 15-0.
Let's go. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? My love is going. My love be popping. I'm saying not for she stopping. What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you know? It's my love is popping. My love is going.
We'll get you a look at the replay of that one. See the ball rolling towards the cage. Wildcats couldn't grab it.
Regina goal scored by number 7.
And Doherty
Katie Doherty
finds the back of the net for the 4th time here this afternoon. And the clock will continue to run. Smith flicks it to Tilton. Smith once again out high, trying to find her sister Lindsay. Seahawks with possession, leading 15-0. Lindsay Smith now cutting down the middle, spinning through traffic, lost the ball, got it back, tried to flick it out to her sister Nicole. Actually make this Megan Ryder. And Ryder will keep it alive and find Doherty. Doherty back to Villarreal. Into contact and amongst two players. Ball loose on the ground, but the Seahawks keep it. Ryder in front, turning and shooting was Tilton, but a whistle on the shot. Esposito had been there to make the save. So they're calling offsetting fouls. And I think Tilton is getting a green card. So Maddie Tilton will have to come sit. And they're whistling her there for, I think, a dangerous shot. And I think they're going to have to reset the clock here off the card. I think they're going to ask to put 15-13 up on the clock.
They have to be clear of their signals. We're getting two different signals from different people. This is stop the clock too. You see the X and stop the clock.
We got it.
So I think just a little confusion here over the stopping and starting of the clock with the running clock. So right now 15-13 up on the game clock. And some stoppage here. The officials, two of them gathered out on the field. And we'll take a quick break and step aside while they try and sort this out. We'll be back. 15-0 Salve. Clock stopped right now at 15-13 showing on the game clock. Welcome back. Andrew Pizzelli bringing you the call here from Gaudet Field. They put 15:51 up on the clock.
Reset the shot clock.
Reset the shot clock? I don't know what that means.
Smith gathers in front and she scores. $16-0, and the Seahawks will make a goalie change as well. Zoe Fava coming into the game for Salve. Clock continues to run, 14:45 and counting to go here in the first half. Seahawks lead 16-0. So Christina Myers got about 16 minutes of action to stand and watch her offense work. And now the first appearance for Zoe Fava, the junior, but first year on the team. Getting her shot between the pipes. Majensky quickly out to midfield. Ayu Sakamoto carries into the attacking end and flicks it to Nicole Smith. And now Lindsay Smith up near the 20, plays it to Nicole Smith. Ryder to Doherty. Villarreal rolling in front, shooting, and she finds the back of the net again. Hat-trick goal for Villarreal, joining Anderson and Doherty with 3 or more goals. 13:33 to go in the first half. And it's a Seahawks onslaught.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 6, Maddie Villarreal.
Smith in on the draw for Salve, able to poke it away from Megan McKenna, and she'll carry it herself into the attacking end and find Megan Ryder. Doherty dropped it for a moment, then gets it back, finds Nicole Smith. Up top, Sliz flicking it in front, losing it and getting it back for a moment. That's Stephanie Salisbury. Salisbury circling around in front, and she scores. Seahawks spreading the wealth here offensively. That's now 9 different goal scorers.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 16, Stephanie Salisbury.
Seahawks with 4 players with multiple goals. Wildcats come away with the draw. Out at midfield, Jennifer Wilson now looking for an angle. Wilson blitzed by a double team, now triple teamed, stripped of the ball by Gabby Majensky, loose on the ground, and a foul going against Salve. Ball loose in deep, and then Wilson just dropped it, and it's picked up by the Seahawks. Majensky causing that and coming away with it. Here comes Maddie Villarreal, turning the corner to the net, and she scores. $19-0. 10:24 and counting to go in the first half. And so far, no let up from the Seahawks. We'll have to start at this pace, keeping our eye on some of the single game records that the Seahawks could potentially set here. Already just 5 goals off from tying the most goals in a game. Gabby Majensky carries in the attacking end. High pass for Ryder. Ryder slings it up to the point. Sliz. Left side to Maddie Tilton. Back to Sliz. Tilton drops it behind to Doherty. Blitzed by 3 players. Doherty keeps it alive behind the net, finds Villarreal. Thought about going right side, now goes left. Flicks it into the middle, cutting Salisbury with a shot, and it's stopped by Esposito. And it's taken by the Wildcats. Kayla Mello fouled on the near side. Wildcats will keep possession. And Doherty just picks it out of the air, picks off the pass from Mello. And then in front for Ryder. And then she's fouled in close. And now free position here for Megan Ryder. Ryder sprinting in, bouncing shot, she scores.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 3.
Seahawks outshooting the Wildcats 26-1 and 25-0 in shots on goal. 5 saves for Esposito. As we said, the Wildcats, without the 2018 NECC Goalkeeper of the Year, Christina Tran. She had 110 saves in conference play, an overall 50.7 save percentage last year, and another shot and another goal for Salve. I think that's Maddie Tilton streaking down the middle. Wildcats missing Tran. Caitlin Esposito doing her best. A tough spot to ask a field player to come in and play between the pipes. And it's 21-0 Salve Regina. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Seahawks in control. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Out of a timeout, Salve Regina in control, leading 21-0. The Seahawks jumped on top immediately on their first possession of the game, and they have not looked back. And they have not let up 1 ounce. They're supposed to start their season last Saturday against Simmons. That game got postponed. They were going to play Southern Vermont that Monday. That game was canceled. They were going to play UMass Dartmouth this past Thursday. That was been postponed as well. And finally getting to start their season here today. A beautiful day. And the Seahawks right now looking like a team like they've waited a year and 3 more games to start their season. Looking sharp here in the season opener. Elizabeth Baldwin with a touch, her first action of the day. Drops it into the corner. Now Maddie Villarreal. Thought about attacking, now flicks it out wide. Maddie Tilton. Tilton out high, ball flicked in the middle. Gathered there, and they score. I think that's Salisbury again. Second goal of the game for Salisbury. Seahawks scored 28 seconds into this one. They have not looked back. They quickly built a double-digit lead. 4 minutes. And 41 seconds into it. And it has been a rolling clock since then. Seahawks win the draw once again. Continuing to put the pressure on the Wildcats defense. Smith out high. Melissa Hanley moves it around to the left side. Pass in front. Baldwin couldn't field it, loose on the ground. And racing in to grab the ground ball, that's Maddie Villarreal keeping the possession alive. Villarreal fouled in deep. Villarreal trying to sidearm it in front for Baldwin, loose on the ground. Ball rolling out into the corner, and the Seahawks turn it over. Deflected away from Baldwin, and then scooped up by Karina Ficini. And now Ficini trapped in the corner, trying to get around 3 Seahawks. Ball bounces away from her, loose on the ground. And fought for it in the corner. Stephanie Salisbury causing that turnover and coming up with the loose ball. Nicole Smith. Megan Ryder in the corner, right side. Behind the net to Baldwin. Ball left side, flicked in front, a little bit behind Hanley. It bounces all the way out to Ryder on the wing. Seahawks keep the ball. Sliz. Right side to Ryder. Ryder now trying to fight her way in front. And I think she's bumped and fouled in close near the net. And she will get free position here. Are they going to call an offensive foul? Which way are they going with this? They're going to call the offensive foul, so Megan Ryder with the turnover. And then the pass is picked off by Villarreal. Snagging it out of the air, trying to play it in front for Salisbury. Her shot saved by Esposito. Rebound loose in the slot and scooped up by the Wildcats. And then a foul against Salve. Megan McKenna with the ball. Lobs it near side to Ficini. And she will look to clear. Ficini sprinting over midfield and stripped from behind by Smith. Clean steal there for Smith, taking it away from Ficini and getting the ground ball. Ball bouncing into the corner. Taken by Salisbury. Finds Hanley. Near side, Smith. Ryder takes the pass from Parizo. Baldwin behind the net to Villarreal. Sliz. Made this Hanley took her eye off it for a moment, rolling out on the far side. Ball loose on the ground, it goes out of play. And it's going to belong to the Wildcats, so the Seahawks turn it over. And just the errant pass out of bounds. Fight for the ball at midfield. Ball still loose. And the Seahawks come up with it. 20 seconds to go in the half. Ball trapped on the far side. Scooped up by Megan McKenna. And McKenna is fouled with just 3 seconds to go in the half. And that'll do it. A dominant first half of this game. Can't ask to start a game and to start your season if you're Salve Regina much better than that. They lead 22-0 at halftime. We will take a break and then be back with the call of the second half. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Start of the second half. Salve Regina leading Bay Path 22-0. Seahawks jumped on top very early in this game, and they have never looked back. Looking to clear here the defensive zone. And they do so. Getting it across midfield was Kyla Salvato. Madison Hart up at the point, along to Hanley. Now Anderson left side. A lot of subs out there for the Seahawks. And an empty bench for the Wildcats. No subs available to them today as Anderson finds the back of the net again. Fourth goal of the game for Kylie Anderson, joining Maddie Villarreal and Katie Doherty with 4 scores as well. Seahawks closing in now. Team record for goals in a game is 24 versus UMass Dartmouth on March 23rd, 2009. Seahawks 1 score away from matching that record.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 30, Kylie Anderson.
And on the draw, Parizo battling with McKenna. And Parizo comes away with it. And that's really how the Seahawks have been able to control this game from the get-go, was scoring a bunch of quick goals and then winning the draw. And they have not allowed the Wildcats to even have a chance on offense. Seahawks work it around the horn. Ryder on the far side. Plays the entry to Doherty, now back out to Ryder. Hanley straight away up top. Now Maddie Hart trying to hand off to Parizo, a little give and go. Ball loose on the ground, and Hart scoops it up and is bumped from behind. Parizo out the point, gets the return pass from Anderson. Lob to Anderson, looking to turn the corner. And now will dart back outside, flick it wide to Ryder. Into the middle, Hart gathers, fires it high, and out of play. Seahawks will keep it. Villarreal, double teamed out wide. Wanted to split the double team, and she's bumped and fouled out wide. And she will get free position as well. Very off angle. And the officials want to spot the players correctly here for this free position. They ask Emmeline Bronson to get behind Villarreal. Villarreal now sprinting in, shooting, and she scores. 24-0. Fifth goal of the game for Villarreal. Seahawks have tied their program record for goals in a game.
Goal scored by number 6, Maddie Villarreal.
Villarreal with 5 goals and an assist here this afternoon. Kylie Anderson, 4 goals, 3 assists. Megan Ryder, 2 goals and 5 assists. Leading the way for Salve. They win the draw once again. Lindsay Smith now gets it to Ryder right side. Villarreal behind the net. Kylie Anderson. Up top to Nicole Smith. Sliz. Right side Ryder into Villarreal behind the net. Glancing over her shoulder is Esposito. Out in front, Doherty turning. Low shot saved by Esposito. Doherty grabs the ground ball, fires it on the net, and she scores. And that is a record-setting goal for Salve. Doherty gets it for the Seahawks. 25 goals. And we'll give you a second look at that one. Doherty's initial shot was saved. She grabbed the rebound and then fired it on the net. Clock rolling, and the Seahawks leading by 25 goals.
Seahawks goal scored by number 17, Katie Jardy.
And that's her 5th as well. Seahawks off and running off the draw control win. Continuing to work the offense. Seahawks with 12 assists in the game as well. That ties a single game program record. Seahawks have done that now 5 times. 4 previously versus UMass Dartmouth, twice against Wheelock, and then against Wentworth. The most recent game where the Seahawks had 12 assists in a game. Last year on April 10th. Pass in front, Smith, and she scores! 13th assist for the Seahawks. That time, Villarreal finding Smith in front. And the Seahawks continue to add to their totals. And the clock will continue to run.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 27, Lindsay Smith.
Public address announcer Richie Lester getting in on the fun. He's been busy this afternoon. A lot for him to do. Parizo with the draw. Gets it to Kylie Anderson. And the Seahawks look like they want more. Maddie Tilton to Parizo. Parizo wanted to turn the corner, couldn't get around Joe Orick. Kylie Anderson behind the net to Villarreal in the corner left side. Down to 46 seconds on the shot clock for Salve. Villarreal calls for it near side, trying to work on Joanna Feliciano. Ayu Sakamoto, left side with it. Now Hanley. Hanley again left side. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Sakamoto wanted to go inside. Now looking to make her move to the net. Sakamoto down the middle. Shoots, and it's saved by Esposito. Sakamoto grabs the rebound. Seahawks get a fresh clock. In the corner, into the middle. Villarreal shooting, and she scores. And now Bridget Newberry will come into the game for Salve. So the Seahawks have used all three goalies now here today. They've only faced 2 shots.
Goal scored by number 6, Maddie Villarreal.
Sakamoto reaching for that ball, just about over her reach. Emmeline Bronson now off and running with it. Sprinting into the attacking end for the Wildcats. Trying to get on the board. McKenna will hold it out high. Oric at the point. Pressured, flicks it, gets it away to Wilson. Wilson down the right side, her shot towards the net. Comes after a whistle, and I think Jennifer Wilson is going to get free position here. And she will. Free position for the Wildcats. And Bridget Newberry, this will be the biggest test for a Seahawks goalie so far here today, working against Jennifer Wilson. Wilson just about 6 yards. Offset to the right. Wilson walks in, shoots it low, and Newberry makes the save. And now the Seahawks look to clear. And then Clifford stripped it from behind. Ball still loose on the ground, scooped out near midfield. Sprinting out to get it is Sakamoto. And she grabs the ground ball. Sakamoto now sprinting into the attacking end. Sakamoto turning to her right. Drops it into the corner to Doherty. Seahawks bench ready to erupt if Sakamoto is to score. She has the ball here now. Sakamoto turns the corner, shoots, and she scores! Ayu Sakamoto swarmed by her teammates on the field. Great moment for her. As head coach Bill Villarreal describes one of the hardest working players on her team, the junior from Tokyo, Japan. Came to Salve, didn't know anything about lacrosse, and has worked extremely hard. And she fought her way this year into the starting lineup. And she gets her first career goal. Great moment for Sakamoto. And we'll give you a second look at it.
Ayu Sakamoto!
And don't even need to describe that. The picture says it all. Clock still rolling, 13:34 and counting to go here in the second half. Seahawks leading 28-0. Maddie Tilton in the corner. Gets it away to Hanley. Now Salisbury. Hanley down on one knee, lost it. Seahawks turn it over. Emmeline Bronson comes up with the ground ball and will sprint into the attacking end. Bump just over midfield. And then the Wildcats give it right back. Salvato grabbing the loose ball for Salve. And here comes Salisbury. Salisbury in front, and she scores. $29-0. Seahawks not letting up here in the second half. They continue to be on the attack. Already have surpassed the team record for goals and assists in a single game. And they've set a new record for draw control wins as well. 25 in the game. Previous record was 23. And the Seahawks have also set a new record for points in a game. Previous record was 34. And they're one more away from putting up 30 on the board. Salisbury left side.
Keep up the top. On your toes, Kayla. On your toes. Ready to go.
Villarreal behind the net. Lost it for a moment. Seahawks keep it. Holding it out high now. Kimberly Dunn. Villarreal sidearms it to Celia Paulskill. Paulskill wanted to move it into the middle. Now out high, back to Dunn. Kimberly Dunn, another Seahawk women's ice hockey player. Two-sport athlete. Villarreal alone now behind the cage. Trying to play it in front. Paulskill looked to gather and then lost it. Loose on the ground and picked up by Jennifer Wilson. Bronson in front of the Seahawk bench. Keeps it alive for the Wildcats. Bounces one out near the 40-yard line and they turn it over. Bronson feeding that one a little too low for Jennifer Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout called here by Bill Villarreal. We will take it as well. Seahawks lead 29-0. 8:27 to go in the second half. We'll be back. Welcome back to Gaudet Field. Out of the timeout, Seahawks with possession, leading 29-0. Seahawks have reset numerous single-game program records here this afternoon. And they have completely smothered the Wildcats. This first game of the season for both teams. Both teams lost in their conference semifinals last year to the eventual conference champion. Seahawks lost to Endicott, and the Wildcats lost to Elms in the NECC semifinals. But a tough ask for a team without their normal goalie. Christina Tran, the only goalie on the roster, not available to them here today. And Caitlin Esposito, normally a field player, had to strap up and man the pipes. Seahawks still with possession. Baldwin holding it out wide. Flicks it around. Paulskill dancing in front, not trying to score. Had a chance to shoot and did not. And the Seahawks may have called off the dogs here. Pass into the middle. Turning. Carrie Beelan with a shot, and she scores. Beelan, another two-sport athlete on this Seahawks squad. She was a standout Seahawks basketball player. Senior is also a captain of this Seahawks squad. And she gets her first goal of the season. Clock continues to run here.
Salve Regina goal scored by number 22, Carrie Beelan.
13 different goal scorers for Salve Regina here this afternoon. They have a 37-2 shot advantage on the Wildcats. Lindsay Smith holding on the far side, drops it into the corner. Now around to Baldwin behind the net. Salisbury gathers it left side. Lobbed out to the point. Grabbed by Lindsay Smith. Maddie Tilton feathers it into the corner. Flashing in front is Salisbury, and she'll race around the net and circle back out to the left side. Sliz holding now out on the wing. 35 seconds to go on the shot clock for Salve. 4:15 to go in the game. Kimberly Dunn moves it around the horn up to the point to Lindsay Smith. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Salve. Smith bounces one towards the net, and it goes in. Lindsay Smith tried to field that one in front, tried to pass it. And it was a bit behind the intended player, and it finds its way to the back of the net, and that is just a microcosm of how everything has gone right here for Salve here today. Even when someone's not trying to score, she finds the back of the net. You could tell by Lindsay's reaction, she did not want that to happen quite like that. $31-0. Paulskill near side. Now Sliz. Lindsay Smith running point. Hands back off to Sliz. Maddie Tilton. Lindsay Smith. Flicks it into the corner. .99 seconds to go here in the second half. First game of the year for both teams, and the Seahawks look quite sharp. Can't ask to come out and start your season any better than they have here today. Tough game for the Wildcats, but shorthanded without a goalie, without your normal goalie. I knew it was going to be a tough game. Yeah, a tough game for Sophia White, her first season at the helm of the Wildcats. But plenty to learn from, plenty to grow from. In a game like this where you get hit right out of the gate, sometimes that can help. A lot of lessons, no matter the result, out on the field. Seahawks strip the ball from Jennifer Wilson. And Baldwin will carry it down the left side with 34 seconds to go. And it's been a record-setting day for Salve Regina. I think they're just going to hold here and run the final seconds off the clock. Now, last time the Seahawks were here, they got a playoff win. They had to wait a little extra to get back out on the field because of some delays. But they start their season, and they start it in style. A 31-0 victory on opening day. The Seahawks improve to 1-0 in emphatic fashion. Bay Path falls to 0-1, a tough game for them. But as we said, shorthanded, and with Caitlin Esposito filling in for Christina Tran between the pipes. She did about as valiant a job as you could ask her to do, someone in that position. Next up for Salve Regina, they will play Rhode Island College this Tuesday, March 12th, here at Gaudet Field. That game slated for a 4 p.m. start. I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew, Beth McCann for providing cam work here this afternoon, and Paul Budasov providing live stats for today's broadcast. Once again, your final, Salve Regina 31, Bay Path nothing. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good afternoon, everyone.